today. From NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas, this is Madden NFL 21. We'll see Deshaun Watson and the Houston Texans taking on Tyrod Taylor and the LA Chargers.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. Stadium in Houston. DeAndre Carter returning it. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Texans offense going to go to work, and it is Deshaun Watson at quarterback.
Might have won back-to-back Heisman trophies if the ballot had come after the national championship games that he and Clemson played against Alabama. But when you watch him on the field, you realize why coordinators and head coaches want to bend their offense to his talents, because when he's got the ball in his hands, he can be magical at times.
He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call.
Come on, baby, we got to do our job. We got to do our job, man.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Out of the gun, Watson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Still 15 yards to go, 2nd down. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again, because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
Watson on 3rd down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Deshaun Watson.
Joey Bosa coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Deep for the Chargers, Desmond King. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The veteran Tyrod Taylor gets set to lead this Chargers offense as they take the field.
His athleticism in college was never in question. In fact, many NFL scouts thought he might be better suited to play receiver, but always believed in himself, always wanted to be a quarterback, and continues to prove his worth at that position in the NFL.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Taylor. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
That was an okay hookup there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right in the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Throwing now, Taylor on first down. And this one complete to Virgil Green. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
It's a gain of 9.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he gets it down to the 32. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Rolling to his right. Now he'll pull it down. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The coaches stress their defense being physical. They don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
Misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Taylor a handoff. It's Eckler. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Austin Eckler.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Now Now Taylor to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A.
Complete to
Mike Williams there to make the grab. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3-and-out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3-and-out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead.
is good.
A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles.
Ty Long.
Long now will kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out.
At their own 25.
So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And the last drive, their first drive, 3-and-out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Watson on first down. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They went 3-and-out on their first drive. Things already looking better here, 1st and 10.
The slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Watson. Screen play, Johnson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Chargers 7, Texans nothing.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Watson to give. This is Johnson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. Well, you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
1st and 10. At their own 15.
The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive, and they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that. I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Taylor. Right back to Williams, and this time he's got him. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25.
It's a gain of 10.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
think. What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, and then it curls back inside for the completion.
They'll throw on first down with Taylor. Got a man open. It's K.J. Hill. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Taylor will throw again. He's going to take off with it, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Taylor. Henry's got it out on the left side. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On the ground, it's Eckler. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
The ball carrier.
Ross Blacklock on the tackle.
44-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now they'll throw with Taylor. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver, and almost on a direct shot, able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
On 3rd down, Taylor. Allen has it, left side. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Taylor. He's got his man. It's Williams. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. They'll roll it. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. This has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Another try after the first down sack. Taylor, he'll try and run it. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down.
Intended for Hunter Henry. Incomplete. It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, on comes the Charger kicker, Michael Badgley. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And the lead moves to 10-zip.
Texans nothing.
So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome everyone to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We saw a strong first half from our quarterback. His guys lead it by 10 as we send it back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Gentlemen.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 20.
Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns. And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A fake to Eckler. Now here's Taylor. And he's going to keep it here. Taylor able to use those legs of his to pick up a first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Gets it into the hands of Allen on the jet sweep. And he stopped immediately there. Brandon Dunn in on the stop.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Taylor. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Watson. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Denzel Perryman able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Loss of a yard.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Off the draw, here's Johnson. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Watson. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down. 3 yards all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on.
31-yard attempt.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3.
Texans 3.
the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Fairbairn now, following the made field goal, he'll send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Chargers take over 1st and 10.
Tyrod Taylor now gears up to lead his offense again. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
I like how they worked the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Eckler. Gary and Conley, the one to bring him down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Going on the ground with Eckler. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and the Chargers are going to get themselves a fresh set of downs here.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Here's Taylor to throw. He'll get this to Eckler. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat. Complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. They'll run here with Eckler. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Ball carrier.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
To throw on 3rd down. Taylor is going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further. as they get him down well short of the line to gain. Back now in Houston as we're about ready to rock and roll for the fourth and final quarter. Here's Ty Long now as he's on to punt for L.A. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on position.